It's a new week for another great compilation of Dr. Pimple Popper. While Dr. Pimple Popper channel and TV show is filled with a lot of successful blackhead and other skin infection extraction videos, do you know there are moments when extractions go both ways? Welcome to Film Time, and here are the Dr. Pimple Popper extractions gone wrong videos. If you like the video, we will greatly appreciate if you can hit the like button. If you like the content like this, never miss out on an update by subscribing to our channel below. Popaholics around the world can share the same sentiment that some cases can be tricky even for the good doctor to tackle. So, here are the Dr. Pimple Popper extractions gone wrong. Number 1. Delano. Our number 1 extraction went wrong in the case of that of Delano, a man who came to the show twice for a lump removal. Delano had previously visited Dr. Lee to remove a growth that had been on his back for a while. Dr. Pimple Popper diagnosed him with lymphangioma. She removed the growth, but the extraction definitely went wrong because Delano came back 18 months later for another growth removal. The lump came back just as Delano was getting his life back together. Dr. Lee found a doctor that was willing to perform the surgery without charging anything. We hope they got the growth this time.
And I think that that's a worry no matter what, even with the things that I do here in the office that are much smaller, there's always that risk.
Number 2. One big leg. A patient named Mary visited Dr. Lee with a very rare case. Her left side leg is bigger than her right side. She had removed tumors and fatty acids before, but the abnormality came back and this time it was more aggressive. Dr. Lee diagnosed her with hemihyperplasia multiple lipomatosis syndrome. Dr. Lee's extraction did not give Mary the desired happy ending, but she did get her happy ending when the doctor told her the issue is not life-threatening. She shouldn't have had the first extraction.
My first thoughts with Mary is, this is fascinating. I've never seen anything like this.
Number 3. Showered cyst. A particular cyst decided to be generous with its content and bathed Dr. Lee and her assistants in a situation straight out of a horror movie. The scene happened when Dr. Lee was trying to remove 7 cysts from a patient's head. Brandon has had the lumps for 4 years before his visit to Dr. Lee. It was an explosive extraction that got her showered with squirted cyst that took up a spot in her ponytail. An extraction totally gone wrong as the cysts could be infected or inflamed. Brandon has had the lumps removed before, but they came back pretty quickly. Let's hope this time his cysts are gone for good. No.
Oh, they're back
6,
here in the same places.
and then a little guy right there.
Like a little face, like 2 eyes and a nose and a mouth here.
Number 4. Unicorn cyst. This case is a typical self-extraction gone wrong case. Remember, dermatologists never fail to remind us to not pop those zits ourselves. But this particular patient thought otherwise. We can't blame him, we've all been there one time or the other, and the man sought Dr. Lee's help in removing a cyst that had formed a growth on his forehead. Her patient had once attempted to remove the cyst by himself and cheese-like fluid had oozed out from the pus. A self-extraction of cysts could be a big-time issue. Luckily, Dr. Lee was up to the task. She removed the massive golf ball-sized lump and was able to squeeze out all the cysts and remove the cyst sac from underneath the skin and stitch the skin back.
Right on the surface there. I mean, it was waiting to come out.
Number 5. Live swollen tick. Dr. Lee chewed more than she bargained for in this stomach churning extraction video. What was supposed to be a simple growth removal turns out to be a nightmare. A patient sought Dr. Lee's help in removing a painful growth that had taken residence on her back, and the area had turned bright red. But a simple mass growth turns out to be a live tick. Apparently, the tick had been living and feeding on the patient's back for a while now. Even Dr. Lee was able to agree that not every case requires her popping and extraction skills. Number 6. Too dilated pore of Weiner. If you are familiar with the popping videos and Dr. Pimple Popper content, then you are already familiar with the pore of Weiner. The pore of Weiner is a benign growth of a hair follicle or sweat gland in the skin. This particular patient's pore of Weiner's was large and buried deep in the patient's skin, making it a difficult extraction. Even though both pimples were hard as little rocks, Dr. Lee was not deterred. Unfortunately, it was an extraction gone wrong as she was not able to remove the entire blackhead in one piece as she assumed. Both dilated pore of Weiner's also left large holes in the patient's skin that the doctor had to leave open.
Yeah, they like to watch. It's very satisfying for them to watch.
There you have it, guys. Our Dr. Pimple Popper extraction goes wrong. How soothed were you by the compilation? Did you enjoy the video? And which is your favorite? Let us know in the comments section. You can also check part 1 of this compilation for more than you might have missed. We hope you have enjoyed the video as much as we did. And if you did enjoy watching the video, please do not hesitate to click the like button and subscribe to our channel for more great content just like this. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again. Adios.